So if you're just depending on glucose, so the brain cells will eventually die of starvation, right? If they're not metabolizing glucose, they will die of starvation. So it kind of makes so much sense to give them another sort of fuel. But I was interested to when you mentioned that exogenous ketones were used, because then we couldn't pinpoint it. It would be tough, I think, more complicated to pinpoint just the fat in the diet or the lack of carbohydrates. So it's very promising, right? It is very promising because those dead brain cells aren't coming back.
Well, the interesting thing is, there's a researcher out of Canada, Dr. Stephen Cunnane, whose work is just phenomenal. I like to tell people, I'm a nutritionist, but I'm also a writer. I read the incredible research other people do, and I just explain it in plain English. I write articles, but so Dr. Cunnane, really, his group at Sherbrooke University, they do incredible work, and he has shown, so when we put people either on a ketogenic diet or give them exogenous ketones, if they have improvement in their cognitive function or their motor function, that actually shows that those cells were not dead. It's almost as if they were hibernating, or they were like in a dormant state, because otherwise there would be no improvement. Even if you give fuel to a dead cell, the cell's dead. It's not going to respond. But if that cell was just kind of like in low power mode, like a computer, like in power save mode, now you give it some energy and it comes back on. So I do think in the end stages, in the later stages, those cells are gone. And this is probably why I do think for some people, there's going to be a point of no return, where the disease is so advanced that even a ketogenic diet, even the exogenous ketones, you won't see any improvement. So I think the sooner you get diagnosed, the sooner you can try to change something, the more likely that you might have a beneficial response. Yeah.
And people are usually diagnosed when they've been exhibiting symptoms for a good 10 years, right? Because we just associate, oh, I was stressed on that day, or I have too much going on and I'm starting to forget things. And
well, that's like I said before, that's part of the problem. By the time you even get diagnosed, that has probably been brewing for years. So it's like I don't think they use that phrase, mild cognitive impairment. I don't think there's anything mild about that at all. I think if you have cognitive impairment, you probably don't think there's anything mild about it. But that's just my opinion. I just think yeah, but by the time you get diagnosed, like, that's not something that just happened last week.
Yeah. But it was promising to hear that that this isn't just sort of introducing the keto diet isn't just so that we can prevent further progression of the condition, but in many cases, except at the last sort of stage, but in many cases, we are giving life back to those brain cells which we thought were dead. So, I mean, this is hugely promising. And this is why I think it can be too late for anyone to try to give this a go.
Oh, that I agree with. I think it's always worth trying, even in someone whose disease is very advanced, because they're either going to improve or they're not. That a keto diet or exogenous ketones is not going to make you worse. It's either going to help or you're going to keep progressing, which you would have done anyway. I think, and even if the best it does is slow the decline, or have like temporary improvement, that's, A, that's better than nothing. And B, so Dr. Mary Newport is very famous. Her husband had Alzheimer's disease. Unfortunately, he has passed away, but she was treating him with exogenous ketones for a couple of years before he died. And his cognition was so much better. His quality of life was so much better. And as his caregiver, her quality of life was that much better in the time they had left. So when I said, you know, A, couldn't hurt to try, and B, maybe that person is still going to lose their life, but their quality of life and their loved ones' quality of life can be better in whatever time they have left. And if that's the best we can do for now, that's still better than the current standard of care, which is nothing. There's no help at all. Like you said, there are drugs, there are medications for Alzheimer's, there are medications for Parkinson's. They are largely ineffective. They really do very, very little.